Stop what you're doing, because what I'm about to reveal will expose why most men never rise to power. It's not about money. It's not about muscles. It's not even about status. It's about the silent mistakes men make in public, every day, that instantly destroy respect, lower social rank, and signal weakness. Machiavelli warned, men judge more by the eye than by the hand. Meaning, people don't care about your intentions. They watch your behavior, they evaluate your mistakes, and once your image collapses, rebuilding it is nearly impossible. If you want the world to treat you differently, you must first control how you appear in public. Keep watching, because the habits I'm about to expose separate rulers from followers. Comment below, which mistake have you been guilty of? And don't lie to yourself. Awareness is the first step to power. Chapter 1. The Foundation: How Men Lose Power Without Realizing It. There are men who walk into a room and instantly command silence. Not because they yell, not because they demand, but because their presence communicates control. And then there are men who vanish into the background, ignored, dismissed, invisible. Wait, it's not luck, it's not charisma, it's patterns, behavioral patterns. What we're exploring now aren't nice guy mistakes. These are violations of social power, and they're happening publicly where reputation is currency. Because in Machiavelli's world, and in ours, perception determines influence. Think back. Moments when someone interrupted you and you let it slide. Times you laughed nervously to fill silence, situations where you over-explained to avoid discomfort. Each of these taught people how to treat you. Here's the brutal truth most men never accept. Every public action trains others how to rank you. You think people ignore you because you're quiet. No, they ignore you because your silence is submissive, not strategic. You think people speak over you because they're rude? No. They speak over you because you permitted it once. And now, it's habit. Public behavior is a battleground. Your dignity is the territory. And every habit either strengthens or weakens your position. Time for a Machiavellian perspective. When Niccolo Machiavelli studied kings and generals, he noticed something chilling. The downfall rarely came from catastrophic mistakes. It came from small lapses, tiny habits, weak signals. A prince who joked too easily with servants, a leader who apologized publicly for minor errors, a ruler who revealed his emotions before reading the room. These weren't crimes, they were vulnerabilities, and humans instinctively exploit vulnerabilities. Fast forward to your life. Your boss notices insecurity, your friends sense approval. Seeking strangers see uncertainty in your body language. You think no one notices, but they do. We're evolutionarily wired to detect dominance and submission. The enemy is your unconscious public behavior, the tiny things you do because you want to be liked. And that's the paradox. The more you try to be liked, the less respected you become. Now pause, because what I'm about to say will offend some of you. Being nice in public isn't moral, it's strategic. If you're nice because you fear conflict, rejection, or criticism, you're not nice. You're weak. And weakness destroys status faster than failure. People don't remember facts, they remember impressions. You can be smart, skilled, and disciplined. But if one careless act signals weakness, that becomes your identity in their minds. Machiavelli emphasized, it is not necessary for a prince to be good, only to appear good. Likewise, it is not necessary to be dominant privately, only to appear unshakable publicly. Your public behavior is like armor. Every weakness is a crack. Crack. Others will exploit. Think about the men who command authority. They speak less, they move slower, they react rarely. These behaviors are not accidents, they are signals. Signals that communicate. Control over emotion. Control over speech, control over attention, control over impulses. And control is respect's foundation. A man ruled by impulse is easily manipulated. A man ruled by perception becomes untouchable. Your public life is your throne. Act accordingly. In Florence, Machiavelli observed political rivalries that destroyed entire families. One nobleman, respected for decades, lost power in a single afternoon. Why? He publicly begged for mercy after being accused falsely. He thought pleading would appear humble, but instead the crowd smelled fear. In minutes, his image collapsed. His allies abandoned him. His enemies attacked, not because he was guilty, but because he appeared weak. This isn't medieval cruelty, it's human psychology. It hasn't changed. Think about the coworker who tries too hard, the man who overshares publicly, the friend who constantly apologizes, the guy who laughs at jokes that insult him. Do people respect them? Or do people quietly rank them lower? Now, think about the man who speaks only when necessary, maintains composure, enforces quiet boundaries, makes others wait, doesn't chase validation. You feel the difference instantly. That's status. That's power. In private, people can deceive you. They can flatter. They can pretend. But in public, their reactions reveal their true ranking of you. If someone interrupts you publicly, it means they think they outrank you. If someone mocks you publicly, they believe you're beneath them. If someone dismisses you publicly, your reputation suffers. This is why the most powerful men cultivate public habits that defend their image. Not to impress others, but to protect leverage. Because in the social battlefield. Chapter 2, The Strategy, 12. Things powerful men never do in public. Now that you understand the battlefield of public perception, it's time to reveal the forbidden list. The behaviors powerful men never display publicly, because every one of these signals weakness, insecurity, or lack of control. And Machiavelli taught us, a prince must learn how not to be good and to use his goodness only when necessary. Power is not about appearing friendly, it is about appearing controlled. These rules are ruthless because the world respects the ruthless. Weak men justify every action, as if asking for permission. Powerful men state, they do not explain, they let others guess. Mystery creates respect. Explanations invite judgment. If you say no, say it once, then stay silent. Real power attracts attention by indifference. If you fidget, perform, or try to impress, you show insecurity. The man seeking validation is controlled by others. The man who withholds validation controls others. This is tested silently. Eye contact is psychological warfare. Who breaks first? The one who fears confrontation. You don't stare aggressively. You stare neutrally, calm, controlled, unhurried. A powerful gaze is slow. If someone mocks you publicly, your reaction reveals your rank. A loud reaction is a weak one. Silence is scarier than anger, because silence leaves others guessing. What is he thinking? What will he do later? Machiavelli preferred feared unpredictability over visible fury. Complaints broadcast helplessness. They tell the world, I cannot control my circumstances. Even worse, people will secretly enjoy watching you suffer. Never give them that pleasure. Handle pain privately. When necessary, speak factually, never emotionally. Pause. Because here's what most men will reject. Keeping struggles quiet isn't repression. It's strategy. Not everyone deserves access to your vulnerabilities. Most people collect them for future advantage. Powerful men understand information is currency. The more people know about you, the easier it becomes to manipulate you. Hold your cards close. Use silence as armor. Let them speculate. Haste signals fear. When you move slowly and calmly, you communicate dominance. Why? Because only powerless men rush. They feel pressure. They need urgency. Powerful men impose time. They make others wait. Control time, control the interaction. There is a difference between apology and accountability. Apologies performed publicly often serve to protect reputation. But the powerful man doesn't scramble to clean perception. If he truly regrets an action, he fixes it privately. To publicly apologize for existence is weakness. A man who gossips signals disloyalty. People instinctively distrust him. A man who dismantles others publicly appears insecure. Power doesn't attack below, it builds above. Approval seeking is submission. Most men chase applause. Powerful men chase results. Whether people approve becomes irrelevant because results force respect. Anger is not strength, it is a leash others can pull. If they can trigger you, they control you. Stoic calm under pressure terrifies people far more than rage ever could. Machiavelli admired leaders who wield cold composure. A broken promise destroys credibility permanently. Powerful men underpromise and over-deliver. Weak men overpromise to earn approval in the moment. But instant approval is the enemy of long-term respect. Because every rule has one theme: control. Control of emotions, control of speech, control of timing, control of boundaries, and the man who controls himself controls how others treat him. Modern society rewards impulsive behavior, oversharing, emotional vulnerability, constant communication. But Machiavelli understood. Human nature is ancient. People still respect dominance, fear power, admire restraint, distrust excessive displays. These instincts are wired into our brains. You can be broke, quiet, unknown, but if your public habits radiate control, people will sense potential in you, because control implies capability. Even predators hesitate when prey shows no fear. Chapter 3: The Silent Power Actions. How to command respect without words. Chapter 1 exposed the battlefield. Chapter 2 stripped away weaknesses. Now you learn how to silently radiate authority without arguments, dominance displays, or intimidation games. Because the most terrifying strength is the strength that doesn't need to announce itself. Machiavelli believed that power expressed openly invites resistance. But power expressed quietly breeds compliance. So here are the silent behaviors that force people to treat you differently, even if nobody consciously knows why. Walk in calm, unhurried, controlled. Powerful men don't rush. They don't seek attention. They absorb the environment first. Scan, observe, measure before making a move. When you slow your pace, others unconsciously slow theirs around you. You set the tempo. You dominate the invisible rhythm. Weak men rush to fill silence. Powerful men endure it. Silence pressures others. Silence forces confessions. Silence creates space for others to reveal weakness. Sit calmly in it. Watch people explain themselves, justify decisions, admit mistakes, all because they can't tolerate the quiet. Control silence. Control the interaction. When you speak rarely, your words have weight. People listen because silence created anticipation. Don't speak reactively. Speak intentionally. Speak when your words are necessary, strategic, decisive, not when they are emotional or impulsive. A calm, unreadable face is intimidating. Most people broadcast emotions involuntarily. They reveal insecurity, frustration, excitement, anxiety. A powerful man reveals nothing. Keep your expression neutral. You become unpredictable. Unpredictability creates respect. Eye contact is primal territory. Look at people the way predators do. Not aggressively, just confidently. Slow blinks, still posture, never glance away frantically. This signals psychological stability and dominance. Avoid rambling. Avoid filler words. Avoid nervous conversation. A man who talks endlessly looks weak, insecure, immature. Instead, pause between sentences, slow your pace, articulate every word. Your speech becomes a weapon, not noise. Don't sway, don't fidget. Physical stillness signals inner certainty, emotional discipline, confidence. Animals know this instinctively. Prey trembles, predators remain still. When others expect you to react, don't. This breaks their psychological expectation. It leaves them unsettled. When someone insults you or tries to provoke you, stay calm and unaffected. That calmness becomes terrifying to them, because they lose control of the emotional game. Every movement should be deliberate. No wasted gestures, no frantic motions, no nervous pacing. You are signaling discipline in the smallest details. The world reads body language faster than speech. Never make rushed exits. Never storm out emotionally. When you leave calmly, in control, you subtly signal that you are above the situation. You entered with control. You leave with control. That symmetry strengthens your presence even after you're gone, because they force self-reflection. Your silence exposes their insecurity. Your composure exposes their emotional instability. Your calm exposes their chaos. People project strength through volume. Powerful men project strength through restraint. The more you control outward expression, the more others imagine what's beneath. And imagination is more intimidating than truth. There are 3 strategic advantages. People fear what they cannot predict. Silence forces others to assume, speculate, doubt. Uncertainty is leverage. People trust those who control themselves. A man who controls himself is assumed capable of controlling circumstances. If you speak rarely, others value your attention and words more. Scarcity increases perceived worth. Imagine walking into your workplace, school, gym, or social event tomorrow. You say less. You move slower. You react less. You observe more. People will recalibrate, subconsciously. They soften tones, they show respect. They hesitate before speaking carelessly. They seek your approval instead of ignoring you. Why? Because silence communicates high status. Speech communicates equality. Silence creates hierarchy without saying a single word. If you apply these habits in the next 24 hours, you will witness a noticeable shift. If you don't, you'll fall back into old patterns and lose this moment of momentum. Start today, not tomorrow. At the beginning, I told you, powerful men don't raise their voice to command a room. They don't threaten or explain. They simply exist differently. Now, you have the blueprint. You know what to subtract. You know what to add. The world rewards stillness, scarcity, and control. If you want respect, don't demand it. Project it. If you want people to fear losing you, don't lecture them. Leave silently. If you want to become powerful, master your silence. It is your shield, your weapon, your crown. If this awakened something in you, if these rules felt like truth you always sensed but never articulated, then listen carefully. This is just the beginning of your transformation. Comment, "Iron Silence," if you're ready to build quiet power. Like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because next time, we go deeper into Machiavelli's strategies for psychological dominance without cruelty, control without force, respect without begging. Remember, a man who masters silence does not compete for power. He becomes it.